At the risk of making quite a few enemies with this video, I have to say it because it's something that comes up a lot in the licensing industry. And I know that for newcomers into this business, it can be a real distracting, bright and shiny thing that basically can steer you completely in the wrong direction. And that is ridiculously high sync fees being offered to you when you have no personal relationship with a library, a supervisor, a CEO of a catalog, anything. It's basically one of these cattle call companies that are just saying, hey, we have this 6-figure plus opportunity for all of our members to submit for. Go ahead and sign up and throw your music at us, okay? You've seen these are out there. I don't need to name names. You guys know which companies do this. And I'm not saying that they're not real opportunities. Let's just, for the sake of this video and for the argument, say that all of those, every single one was legitimately there, legitimately being offered. And let's even give them that those budgets were there, like 6 figures or even higher for national campaigns or maybe like a film placement or something like that. So granted, even if those opportunities are legit and they actually pay, and one lucky member of some company got, or some producer got that placement, here's the danger of falling for that, okay? Because even though those kind of sync fees do exist, okay, 6-figure sync fees do exist, all right? So make no bones about it. There's some lucrative stuff going on in the licensing business. However, big however, not the norm, not usual. You're probably, I don't want to be a dream killer here. You're probably not going to see that in your life, in your career, okay? A 6-figure sync fee is a very rare thing to come by. Very few producers and writers stumble into a situation where that's possible. 10,000, 20,000, that's probably more likely, right? For a sync fee, after you even get into the industry for a few years, developing some relationships, that's probably a more realistic level of sync fees you can look forward to. If you see anything bigger than that, I give you 3,000 hands of applause. That's amazing. That's awesome. And do keep doing what you're doing and work with who you're working with, because it's working great. I can just tell you from myself, from friends that I know in this business, you're not getting those crazy amounts of sync fees ever, okay? Just ever. The real path to success is not in getting that one lucky placement and then you're on easy street the rest of your life. And that is a big misconception about the licensing business. I get a lot of emails from people who want to get started, and they think that if they just get 1 or 2 theme songs within the first year, like they're good to go. And I won't lie, theme songs pay pretty much the most, you know, in terms of long-term passive income. You're going to get the highest rate, and it's going to get played every single episode of a particular show. Now, obviously, the show has to go into syndication, and it has to air over and over again. And if that particular TV show airs in multiple countries, then you're also getting paid for all of those. So absolutely, it's a cash cow if you can get into that situation. Again, though, there's only so many theme songs and only so many TV shows that need the music for it, okay? And so while you should strive for it and you should go for it, I always think that your strategy, and mine has always been, shoot for the stars, be okay with the middle road. I don't have a good analogy for it. Shoot for something big, but if you don't get it, don't let that be the thing that kills your whole career and your motivation to say, well, then it just wasn't working. If I didn't get that one 6-figure sync fee, well, what's the point of all this? That's the danger in these large opportunities that are being advertised to a large number of producers. Because the real path to success is mediocre placements, but lots of them. Tons and tons of them, okay? You can get lucky, you can get the big ones, and those are awesome, but most of your placements, even if you get those, most of your income over the long run are going to be $25, $50, $100 placements, okay? Maybe even less. Sometimes maybe a little bit more, but average, smaller amounts of placements, but you stack up tons, dozens at first, then hundreds, hopefully eventually thousands, right? You start stacking up enough $25 royalty checks, it starts to add up into a lot of money, okay? And that's the whole trick of this thing. It's just persisting, consistently cranking out a lot of music, 2 to 3 tracks a week, so that eventually that income base, your royalty base, is stable and it starts to grow. And the more that you can grow that catalog, the more you can grow your royalties. And obviously, Got to work with good libraries that are getting you placements. You got to manage that stuff. You got to be looking out for your registrations, making sure your tracks do get registered, making sure all that stuff happens. Errors happen, mistakes happen. Trust me, I've probably missed out on tens of thousands of dollars, maybe more, of missing royalties, missing payments, cue sheets that didn't get turned in, or somebody put the wrong track in the cue sheet. Welcome to Earth. Stuff like that happens. That stuff you can't really control. But what you can do is just build up your base. And then, once in a while, there might be some big opportunities, some big custom queue that comes through your door. Go for it, right? $5,000, $10,000 sync fee, something like that. Go for it. It's awesome, okay? If you don't get it, big deal. That wasn't the main goal anyway of getting into this business, right? Your main goal was slow and steady, okay? Slow and steady. You got to just march your army forward a little bit, day by day. Once in a while, you'll have that opportunity to shoot a cannon over into the enemy territory. Shoot it, and if you miss it, okay, whatever. We're still marching. We're still marching. We're still marching. So again, I just want to put that out there for you. If you're getting offers, opportunities, solicitations of people saying like, ridiculous, like ungodly amounts of money coming in for this opportunity, send us your music. I'm not saying don't go for it, but I'm just saying that alone is no path to success. And even though that's exciting to think about that much money and that kind of exposure, one person out of I don't know how many people they send those opportunities to, 10,000, 20,000, are getting that. And again, that's assuming that that's a real legit opportunity. There's so many companies out there, and you really don't know who's legit and who's not sometimes. But I can just tell you, being in this business for about 10 years, those kind of opportunities are probably not just going to be spread out into tens of thousands of people, right? If there's a six-figure opportunity, it's probably going to be kept close to the chest. Somebody that you trust is going to get hired for it, or that the music supervisor or the director, they're going to get somebody who's proven. That's real. That's legit, serious money. Taking a chance on somebody they don't know, an unknown, and just throwing it out there. I'm not saying it's not possible. Anything is possible, but come on, let's be realistic about this. Most of the time, these larger, at least all the major opportunities I've ever gotten have been from personal relationships, like the CEO of a library calling me up, Jesse, I need you this weekend. Please get into your studio. I need a track by Sunday. Here's the fee. That's how this stuff works, okay? It's personal relationships because they have to trust you. They have to know you've had a work history with them. They know that you're going to deliver on time every single time, maybe even over-deliver every single time. That's really the realistic way to succeed in this business. So again, I probably pissed off quite a few companies. And by the way, I do get companies sometimes that come to my channel and leave comments trying to get people to go to the website. Please stop doing that. Like, I'll delete your comments when you do that. Advertise your own stuff, please. Like, just go advertise like the rest of us have to do. Like, if we want to go attract new subscribers or customers or whatever, just go do it that way. Please don't try to. I've caught in quite a few of these companies trying to come to my channel to do that kind of stuff, and it's like, come on, that's just sleazy. Just don't do that, all right? But yeah, for all of you producers and musicians and songwriters that are excited about this, just be wary of those kind of things, okay? I'm not saying don't go for it, and if you feel like there's a great opportunity in front of you and you've got something that's like perfect for it, go for it, right? I'm not saying don't do that. But if you don't get it, it's not the end of your career, okay? And you shouldn't put all your eggs in some basket that big, okay? Because it's just, no matter how great you are, somebody might have a cousin who they like better. And that's really how sometimes life works, right? And you just don't get it. Big deal. Think about the bigger picture, right? Stack your people up, stack your chips up, and slowly progress into the business and not always just look for that moonshot deal.